everybody, I'm Leora Sims. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another lot showcase. The lot that you see before you, or probably see before you, is categorized on the gallery as a residential tiny home. If you have the Sims 4 Tiny Living, this lot type came with that pack, and there are 3 tiers in the system that came with the pack. One is small home. Another is tiny home. And another is micro home. This is considered a small home. I used 77 tiles. For the purposes of this video, I made the lot generic just so that Susanna could get in and out of the lots without having to buy it. But it is already on the gallery as a tiny residential lot. And it's called Small Yellow Home. And I built it as practice for building 2 other homes that I have in my mind for 2 different families. Families that I'm sure you will see on my channel at some point. I'm not exactly sure when, but this was wonderful practice for those 2 builds. It's not up to the standards of the families who I would want to live here, but it's almost up to their standards. I built Small Yellow Home on a 30 by 20 lot space in Willow Creek. I think I'm turning Willow Creek into a small home, a tiny home community. That was not my plan, but that seems to be what's happening. And of course I will build tiny homes for other neighborhoods in The Sims 4. When I have looked at real life tiny homes, I haven't seen a lot of landscaping because the homes are usually in the middle of nowhere or in a tiny living community. They do have them now. So I didn't bother with a lot of landscaping. For this home, you only need the base game and the Tiny Living Stuff Pack. It's the first time that I used items from the Tiny Living Stuff Pack since I got it, and I like the items very much. I'm going to put the walls slightly down so that I can see it better because it is small and boxy, but that's okay. So when your sim walks in to this home, here is the kitchen area. It was hard for me to fit a fridge in here. In fact, when I first put it on the gallery, I forgot a fridge. And then I wanted to use the sink that came with this pack, but I couldn't use the sink and the fridge. I had to pick one or the other. So because this is a tiny home, they don't have as much counter space as I would normally give a sim. And I don't count the sink as counter space because if there's a sink in there, then they can't use it to cook, really. Over here you have a single bed or a tiled bed. I think the reason why it's hard for me to build micro homes so far and tiny homes is because I build homes for families. Even if I have a single sim, I like my single sim to have at least one bedroom. That way when she or he gets married, she or he does not have to move out right away. I like to have a second bedroom at least. And over here is a back door, and from the back door you can see that there is some fenced in yard space. If your sim goes this way, here is a sliding door that came with the free Caribbean update a while ago. I usually don't use this door in this color, but it worked. And I love this door. This was the first sliding door that we got before the Island Living pack came out. And it works very well. I have seen tiny homes with sliding doors, so I really wanted to put it in. So here you have an indoor dining area. I didn't want to put the dining area outside because I do have seasons installed and I didn't want my Sims to have to eat in the rain. So I wanted them to have a place where they could eat indoors. And here is a Murphy bed. So you could use this as a living room. You could use this as a living room, dining room, or a bedroom dining room, whichever you prefer. And over here, and if I didn't have to build this room, I would have had to use less, I would have been able to use less tiles. Over here is the bathroom, still yellow, a slightly different yellow paint. I did find a expensive yellow tub. It's a good tub and a cheap toilet with just linoleum. And there is no sink in here. When I have seen real life tiny homes, they usually have only one sink. Sometimes it's not in the kitchen or in the bathroom. Sometimes it's in a little hallway area. I didn't even call it a hallway. It's more like a crawl space, almost like a crawl space. It's too small to be a hallway. I thought about putting a sink right by the door, but I didn't like the right by the back door, but I didn't like the look of it at the end. So if you go out this door, I love that this door has a window, has a small window. If you go out this door, here is a fenced-in area, and there are two ways to get in and out. You can go in this way or in the other way and out, and over here you have plenty of space to not to paint, I'm sorry, to plant if you want. And I decided to put the hot tub here. This hot tub was patched into the base game um, probably last week as part of the Sims birthday celebration. So if you didn't have a hot tub before because you only have the base game, if you update your game, you now have a hot tub. See, you can upgrade it. Your Sims can get in, skinny dip, and you can also set the light color. And I did put a lot of lights outside, so I think that this hot tub lights everything up a little bit more. And you guys know that I like to have a lot of lights during the nighttime in my Sims game, if you've watched my channel for any length of time. Okay, now that I showed you the house and the hot tub, I'm going to go into build mode and show you the lot during the different times of day. This is the morning light, this is the afternoon light, and this is the lot in the evening light, and this is the night light. I'm going to go back to the afternoon light, and I'm going to show you the roof from the gallery page. So here's the first picture of the roof, and here is the second picture of the roof. I'm really proud of this roof. And I like that the hot tub also has a roof on it. I think that's very nice. I hope that you enjoyed this home in your game. It's called Small Yellow Home, and my name on the gallery is Leora18. If your sim buys this home, it's 19,684 simoleons. So it is a small home that is a tiny residential lot, and it is also a starter home. Again, my name on the gallery is Leora18, and this is Small Yellow Home. Be happy, healthy, and stay safe. Thanks for watching.